Hi Aries, how are you? We're gonna do a crystal, me and you reading just for you. See what your energy is, see what you're dealing with. We're gonna look at your crystals. We'll look at if you have any blocks. We're gonna look at uh, smaller breakdown with different decks. We're just gonna go with the flow. This is your current energy, so let's get started, Aries. These are gonna get noisy for a split second, and then I'll read them. Aries. Well, Aries, you have playful energy. You know, I think you found some clarity. Uh, you're looking to be creative. You're looking to focus and energy. You don't like to be stagnant at this time. So you're into an action orientated energy. Who you're dealing with is holding some truth. I see withholding, either they're withholding something. I don't know what that would be for you. But they're trying to go with the flow energy, and I didn't even pull their crystals, which we're going to do for them now. This is for the cross watchers that are dealing with their Aries. Not saying anything, not much of saying anything, kind of staying to themselves energy, quiet. I see a moon energy as well with it. Something they're working on that they're not sure with you guys. They're not sure. But I got some more breakdown. How you might feel. You're actually killing them with kindness, kind of thing. Killing them with kindness. Let's see in the cards. This is for Aries. Direct energy. Aries. Current energy. Direct energy. Chris Cola. Start fresh and get back into balance. So that's your energy, which I really do like. It's a good energy to have. You're putting things in order for yourself. The balance in both of these together, look at that. Look at the turquoise between it, the heaviness and the healing. The blue that surrounds it to try and balance it, while the turquoise holds it within. Then the order here in this crystal, if you notice, there's a focus in the center to try and ground something. In communication, maybe. Creativity. Not sweating the small things. It's just a nice energy that Aries has right now. I like Aries energy. Let's see what you're dealing with in energy. Who Aries is dealing with for their greatest good. And direct energy. Direct energy for who Aries is dealing with. You got one that was like a soft pull. Road Knight. Find a way to forgive. So maybe they want your forgiveness. Or they want you to forgive them. Okay. Oh, look at that. Rose quartz. Wow. On the bottom of the deck is labradorite. See the magic in forgiveness. Well, there is. So, look. Open up your heart So they want you to open up the heart. They want you to forgive something, but they're not coming with clarity. You think they're being creative in a discussion, or creatively quiet, creatively not saying anything, and then repeats the same cycle out of their mouths over and over again. Let's see the energy of the blocks here. Let's see what that energy is. There's forgiveness on the board. Listening. There's a listening between you at a 23. A decision to try to expand, to try to understand, which is good to see. Waiting for a reaction, though, I want to say. Summoning an action. You know, because we got fulfillment upside down, and it's very complicated. But waiting for a reaction, for an expansion, but not happy about it, right? So, summoning a negative. Boy, it's complicated. Outside energies. Not Aries. Let's see what Aries blocks might be. Aries, direct energy and blocks for their greatest good. Well, look at that. You got love and denial. It's a deep relationship. 2 more, please. Summoning. Why is summoning here? Summoning for Aries, please. For the greatest good. High Priestess of Air, knowledge, knowing what they're doing, you know, trying to smooth things out. You want them to notice this. They know you are not happy with a situation. They know you listen to their every word. They know you think about it complicated, and then it is a denial with it. One more for complicated. On the bottom of the deck is High Priestess of Spirit, something you know. You know. So I don't know why the denial's there. Can I have one more on denial, please, direct? Deceit. And what crosses over that. Let's see what their you know, not being fulfilled is. Honesty. So they have an honesty issue that's crossing over them. Are they being truthful? Why would the truth be complicated? Well, you're listening to truth, if you're going to put it that way. Is there deceit in this love? Is there a denial? Is there something you're refusing to look at, yet have the knowledge? One more uncomplicated. Well, no conclusion. So a repeated cycle. Underneath, someone's not looking at it. And I think that's you, Aries. I think, you know, in all fairness, this has been going on a long time. Right? I think the deceit, I don't understand why they would summon, why summoning is next to that. Summoning an unfulfillment energy. Why would someone want to summon that? Purposely. To create chaos. A storm. A reaction. So whatever you're doing, don't lose focus, because that energy is present in the outside energies. The way you both feel, it's confusing in itself, and you're right, it is complicated. Top card. Something wasn't their wish, and you refuse to set anything in stone. Maybe you're the one, Aries, that is protecting with the 10 over here. But you refuse with an oath. You refuse. You feel it's just something that this could be a friendship. This could be a change in direction, how you're dealing with things. Can I have one on how Aries feels? Aries, you got playful. You're not happy, but playful's there. You're trying to get through it. And on the bottom of the deck is you know who you are. I'm going to give you the playfulness because you got that balance here. Let's get these blocks out of the way. And we'll look at a smaller breakdown with tarot. I left playful out. Playful for Aries. Positive. Well, you got backstabbing, betrayal, enemies, and bitterness between someone. This could be you or somebody else. There's the Fool. And when I put down Fool, I said you. Now, this is your energy. Now, it's a 10. So maybe it's in the past. So we move forward with the Fool. Let's see. And the 10 of Swords. You're not willing to work on something. You're resting. You feel there's no point in moving forward. Or you're looking for a resolution to move forward. You're going with a flow energy, but do you have an idea yet? Yes. You have a new beginning with something. But I think it's till you find the courage of letting go of something else. You know? It's maturing, leaving a home. You know? It's just actions. The past, growing from it. You know? There's manipulation. There's poor planning involved, okay? There's a deceit and trickery and illusions, alright? And someone's disguising themselves, giving gifts and thinking that's okay, but like take it down your throat type of energy. Just giving it back, giving it back, giving it back. So you're constantly in this state of resting and just left with it, and then it starts again. And then it never changes because there's nothing being worked on. Let's leave the Fool energy right there. Because, you know, that could be a role reversal energy, but, you know, you're not playing with it, Aries. There's something that you don't want, no part of that energy. Aries energy, please. Aries energy. You got the Chariot, like I said. You know, you're in reality. You know, you feel you're avoiding issues. You missed opportunities with this. You know, you're focused on you just want to be focused on what's real. You want to be real about it. So there's movement here with the Chariot. You're not looking at all that. So in a movement, within a movement, yeah, you got it done with the Ace of Pentacles. Something as good is coming to you. There may be a change in a career. There may be an upgrade of something. There may be a switch in a group process that you associate with. They're just, you know, and I want to say this is while standing with the 10 present prior. You're very grounded. You have Virgo energy, getting it done, you know. Page of Swords. Yeah, in your movement, this is what you have. So I like that. Alright, I felt it. Yes, Queen of Swords. Got a message on, you know, that you're honest, you're truthful, you're protective, you're independent, you know. You might be chatty, witty, and funny, and you know you want that playfulness to come over here and there, you know, but then Aries is. And there's been justice in your energy, which is also signified over here with balance. So keep that in mind. You're on a good path. Try to leave out what you think you can control in past towers. Let them go. And I think that's the energy that you have done. And moving forward, you're not saying much of nothing. Quietly leading. Quietly moving forward and not giving up. Quietly putting the worries down and quietly finding your own spark. You put worries down. You don't give up. You're really not saying nothing. True warrior energy right there. Top card. You had a lot of help with you. Quite truth. And a lot of love around you. Excuse that. A lot of love around you. And you found self-worth here through lots of towers, and you don't want to work on this dynamic, whatever this dynamic is for you. You found justice within yourself. You got two aces here, so that's a double confirmation that there's going to be a new spark. There's a double confirmation of the Ace of Cups, new beginnings, new relationships, new romance, love, happiness. Maybe a pregnancy, a celebration, or a socialization, something that you're doing. Let's see what the other energy that you're dealing with over here with the rose quartz and wants forgiveness. I can see it was a dynamic energy. Let's get that first. Yeah, that's what I thought. Someone wasn't really committed. They weren't themselves, in this union. One was always walking away, and then they weren't, and they were. Didn't know what they wanted with the Queen of Wands reversed. The Hyphenate's reversed. They're not committed. And, got the World card. Through a long time cycles. That's what I feel. King of Cups. Coming through. Looking at a loss, two path decisions maybe was made, and there was some hurt there. There's a moving forward energy here, so I like that presence. I think that's what you can both look at where the forgiveness is here. There's a moving forward, there's a recognizing, so that in itself alleviates that negative energy that maybe you're summoning and didn't know you were summoning. Yeah, duty bound, reassigned to fate, collapse, breakdown, physical exhaustion, no stood mind, judgment. There were lots of blocks in this union. Lots of partying, though. Lots of fights. Lots of healing. Lots of movement and passion, but then quick lives with the death card across it, of course. So, I think that the forgiveness is here on both sides. So, we kind of got the storyline of how this one should have been a mystery couple. But it's really Aries, and I think that's why Aries has had enough of something. And Aries could be alone for a long time, but never considered alone, even from themselves. Yes. There's jealousy here between you. There's disloyalty. There's opportunities, motivation, being proactive, focus on gratitude, enthusiasm. It's a chaos mess. There's escape, there's freedom, there's release, there's facing fears, taking control, hopeful, empowered mental strength, finding situations and relief. And there might be some good news coming to you, Aries. I want to let you know that. There could be a Capricorn near you, too. That I think is really been there for you. Yeah, committed. This person is really confident. Got a confident person around you. Two, that may be a side message from that, or that's what attracts you. You attract from them. You know that you like, that you might be summoning. So both of you have confidence. Is that right? Yes, no. Direct, yes or no. And confidence. Yes, Queen of Swords. Justice, and don't worry about it. Just both do. Yes, Emperor energy is on the board. You got Justice was upright, Emperor was upright, Queen of Swords were upright. And not leaving yourself out of Taurus energy. Maybe there's a Taurus that you don't want to leave out. You felt like a parent towards a Taurus energy. I feel that energy. Yeah. And there's been movement and a move with that person. And it's actually beneficial. You haven't heard yet. You know, last time it was a tower. You're still waiting on information. You might have heard through the grapevine. But there's a victory there. So Aries is getting some messages left and right. Freestyle. I like to freestyle once in a while because it just flows right through me. And some messages come out. Let's see if there's anything else for direct messages that Aries needs to hear. Don't be indecisive. That will lead to what you don't want. Instead, have confidence, learn from what you know, remain calm. You got the Star energy and you got the Knight of Cups, and things will go in your favor. Death. You have a transformation here that you don't even realize, you don't even see. With the Star energy, you know, it could be a while from now or something you're waiting on. You're also missing someone. Yeah, Judgment. You're very protected, Archangel Michael, the Lovers. I feel Archangel Michael. There's a soulmate. They're evaluating how hard you worked. You know, there's a family energy here in healing. And the healing became a domino effect. Underneath the Jack, because I think that's lovely. Yeah. Moving forward. Accepting help, healing, forgiveness, letting go. You know, grief acceptance. Overcoming despair. King of Cups matured. You know, there's an energy that of proudness, you know. So let that playfulness come in, Aries. And even if that proudness is for yourself, you know, there's something that you're making a decision with. It's something that you're very freaking focused with. You really are. You really are. And you really should take a look at what you accomplished, because there's a lot of it. There's a lot of victories. And you don't look at it like that because you're like, no, it's just the way I am. It's just a message about the way I am, Page of Swords. Not the movement I do in the Master Chariot energy. To balance, again, that coming through. So beautifully done, Aries. Keep it up. It's great. Okay. Take care.